What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Gets it across the 20 to the 21 and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's complete. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bruins! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Prentice. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10, it's got to make a statement today.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass, it's Robertson. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. He's got it at the 30. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Bears have their offense in high gear. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There he goes. Ernie on the Jets. He's at the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Setting up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Washington.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Spits it out to the back. It's on target and complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Rides the back and leaves it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's open on the right. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his man. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Wide open spaces. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-flat.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Off the play fake. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Robertson. That's caught. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Hard running there. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And the Bruins need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He holds it in and nobody's close. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath. When you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. There's a fine line between confidence and recklessness, and here he comes out of the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to him on the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for room. It's Berger. Makes it past the marker. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour. He's loose. Smashes through the tackle. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Now from inside the red zone. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown, Brewer! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, third in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a...
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knock him down. Touchdown, UCLA! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
To the air, it's Robertson. Got it in the middle, it's Prentice. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And the Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Washington. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some pass.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the option. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes his man miss. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 37. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Quarterback extends the play. Snags it. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll pull it on the read. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Bruins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Robertson. Close to the marker, it's Kloffenstein. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Inside the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls.
Turning it on. All out of space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. Powers through the defender. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. The give. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Robertson. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Here he comes from deep in the end zone, and this had better work for him. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Takes it the other way. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6.